So,
Okay.
Luke, would you rather be Batman or Spider-Man? What a great
Okay.
question to start the episode off on.
So, is this like Batman's abilities versus Spider-Man's abilities, or is this like actually be the person?
Let's say you have all the advantages and disadvantages of being them.
So,
So,
if
like, if
you're
you picked
Batman, you're also a
if you picked
fascist.
Batman, your parents are dead. Boom. And also, you're a
Okay.
fascist.
Yeah, I think this is quite an easy one then. I think I'd go Spider-Man.
But Spider-Man's parents are also dead. Yep.
This is cursed then. There's no way
Yeah.
of winning.
I. Hmm. Yeah.
I
It's
think
absolutely
Spider-Man
cursed.
because you actually get superpowers.
Yeah. The thing is, I was thinking that, but it's like Spider-Man. He has a lot of like responsibilities and stuff. Sure, he doesn't have like, sure he's got like cooler superpowers than Batman, but his life is so much more chaotic. With Bruce Wayne, he has no one who he needs to like keep up the charade with, except for like media and shit. And he's also like he's got a lot of money, so that he basically nothing is a problem for him. If he wanted, he could just hire like a tiny army to like deal with crime for him, right?
So to
So
beat the point of being a superhero at
I
that
mean,
point.
fair, but like you just it's would you rather be Batman or Spider-Man? That doesn't mean like I don't have any ideas on how I could be better than them whilst I am them. Boom. Fixed every single problem in Gotham. Hires a small mini army. He has so much money though. The thing is, like some of the stuff that he has bought are absolutely insane. Like in the comments, not comments in the comics, I believe he has bought like a robot dinosaur and shit like that. And it's like he will never have any need for those things, but he bought them to help fight crime. There is so much more he could be doing to fight crime than what he is. So I think probably Batman, and I just do a better job than
Just buy an
him.
army.
Yeah, exactly. Just do it. Yeah, Batman, but I'll do a better job than him. Yeah, but that would make
That
me
would.
depressed and a fascist. So that's still a
I think
difficult
I'd
question.
choose. I mean, okay. On the one hand, it would be sort of cool to be Batman because you'd be rich and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's too many negatives to being Batman. Whereas I feel like
Hmm.
Spider-Man, there's a lot of good stuff about Spider-Man,
Name all the
and also his
negatives
of Spider-Man or of Batman.
of Batman, of being Batman.
Okay, first he's just like he is not a good person.
Yeah,
Um,
I can see
like
that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Next, he's friendless.
yeah.
Like, who's friends with Batman?
I think this one girl that he likes but dies in the film, I can't remember. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Next, you don't have like a love or anything, so
Yeah.
that's another disadvantage.
Hmm.
Generally, it's just like I don't know. I think Spider-Man's just better.
Yeah. That's
I
but
feel
and
like
he's a
people
better
also like.
person. Like that's mostly it. Like what it comes down to. Like I think Batman and Spider-Man would be pretty even in a fight depending on what thing you're going on. So like if you're going on like the movie Spider-Man, like what's his name? The Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, then it's an even fight. But if you're going with like the PS4 Spider-Man, then it's not even. Like so, from a combat aspect, I think they're pretty even. But it's like that's not even the big thing. It's just do you want to be a good person or not, right?
The answer, yeah, I
Yeah.
kind of
So
do.
I'm picking Spider-Man because
Same.
Batman just forgets about all his problems and just like buries it with money and being a superhero, which is something that depressed people do. So I'm not too particularly keen on being depressed, right? Huh.
Yeah, I do sort of agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
And
I don't
Spider-Man's
know.
life just seems more fulfilling, right?
Yeah, I agree. There's
Like he
more
has a healthy
happiness.
balance between his
I think
like superhero and
Spider-Man
mortified.
probably has more stuff to keep up on,
Yeah.
but people like Spider-Man,
Yeah.
like in his world. I don't think anyone really likes Batman. Like
hmm
he's there for one reason, which is to fight crime.
Yeah, which
Everyone would rather he wasn't there if it wasn't for that.
yeah, it's just not a healthy work-life balance at all, and
Sorry if
that's
you're a person who wishes you could be Spider-Man, but
yeah, no, yeah.
sorry, Batman
Yeah,
even.
Batman. I was really confused for a second. I was like, we're universally complimenting those people. Yeah. So I think that question didn't last very long. We've just definitively proven it is just better to be Spider-Man. One, you're less depressed.
I
Two,
mean,
cooler
I'd
superpowers.
argue it's not definitive, but I get what you mean.
I
Yeah,
would argue that it's definitive because fuck
I think
Batman.
our opinion is not the
No,
most
our opinion.
important
No,
opinion in
that's
the
the
world.
point of this podcast to come to the correct opinion, Luke. Like, why would we be discussing this if we weren't
No,
trying to
that's
come
the
to some
point of
correct
life
opinion?
class in school. Or
Yeah.
what's it known in different schools as?
I don't know. I think it's just what is the life class? I don't know.
Like
I don't think we can
social
search that up.
education or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, it's like social education. Yeah, you've got that right. Social education
Mm.
is to come to the correct opinion. Otherwise, if you say something controversial, what the fuck? That was controversial, and we don't like that here.
Mm.
No having
Give your own
opinions.
opinion, but if your opinion's wrong,
Yeah,
now
we don't
that's a
respect the
big problem.
Exactly. Yeah. Alright, next question, because that one was dog shit. Would you rather
I
have
mean, it
more
was fun.
time? It was an okay question. It was an okay question. But it was also very easy to just, like, pick the correct option. Would you
I think it
rather...
just happened we both agreed.
No, we were correct. We were just correct, Luke. That's why we're here. Ducks can't be wrong. We're too cute. Would you
Duck 1
rather...
and Duck 2.2 can never agree,
Yeah.
unless it is correct.
Point two. Yeah, I'm the Duck 2.2. Yeah. Would you rather have more time or more money?
More time.
Yeah, explain your
Because of
reasoning.
the whole, like, time is money thing.
Yeah. Time is a
Like,
universal currency that you cannot buy back. Spend it
yeah.
wisely. Yeah. But I also feel like this isn't very philosophical and it's kind of just like very surface level. But if you have more time, what's the fucking point if you're gonna be more depressed throughout that time, right?
I agree.
So it's like,
It,
so if someone offered me a minute extra of life, I don't really think I'd take that. If someone like 1 minute extra life or 1 minute, £1 extra money, I would take the £1.
I think I'd take the 1 minute.
It's 1 minute.
I think a minute can be more important.
I feel like, hmm.
I
But at
feel
the
like
same time, I don't know
I
what
feel
I.
like in a minute you could get a pound if you really wanted a
Oh yeah,
pound.
well, it takes a lot of effort to get money off people, Luke. Money is very difficult to
Okay,
get.
if you had like 1 minute to live, just pickpocket them. Like
Yeah.
I know I know encouraging like
Yeah, actually,
crime
that's
is a bad
completely
thing, but
correct, Duck
if you
One.
only have 1 minute,
Stealing
what does it
is the
matter?
best possible way to get money, and yeah, that you're actually completely correct. It's the most time
When you
efficient
have
way
one
to get
minute,
money.
yeah, it's the best way to
Actually,
get
is it?
money.
I wonder. Like, is
We need to test
pickpocket? We need to
this.
test this. We need to test this. We got to do what we did last
How much
episode.
money can you make by pickpocketing people
Yeah. Huh. All right.
in a minute?
This could actually be pretty efficient because if you're able to steal like a lot of money off someone, like more money than like the time you would spend in prison, then you could probably actually just make more money back on return in investment.
Disclaimer, we do not have good enough lawyers to be pickpocketing people for a test. I
Yeah,
mean, just generally pickpocketing people, we don't have good enough
I don't
lawyers.
think we'd even get arrested. Can ducks be arrested for pickpocketing?
That is actually a good point. Because, I mean, I've had dogs try to steal things out of my pocket before.
Yeah, but
Never
they don't get
arrested them.
arrested, right? Yeah. So I think
Hmm.
we would be fine if we were to, right?
Normally speaking, it's been bread that I've been trying to give to them. So,
Yeah. It's theirs
I can't
anyway,
really.
right? They're allowed it.
Yeah,
That's like you telling me off for
but
pickpocketing like your dick out of your pocket. It's like that was gonna be mine anyway. Anyway, next question. Um,
not
would you
something we should have
rather
said.
would you rather have a rewind button or a pause button on your life?
Oh,
Right?
this depends how you mean it. Like, can I choose how far to rewind? Can I do it
Yeah, like
multiple
you can rewind
times?
as far back, but it does that annoying thing in films where you rewind too far, and so then you're kind of like a bit too far back. Yeah, it's just a remote. It's a remote control. You can either, but it's got one button: pause or rewind. Which one do you pick?
Oh, that's really hard.
Yeah,
I think. Oh, that's actually not an easy one. I think. Okay, on the one hand, rewinding is like the more useful thing to have,
yeah,
but I'm also someone who sort of would believe that you should stick with what happens to you.
yeah.
Like, if you make a decision, it's a bad decision.
That's your fault, and
It's
you need to
part of
live with that.
you that you've made that.
Yeah, but I also feel like pausing
I wouldn't
time
want.
is really useless, right?
I wouldn't want to be able to rewind time.
Yeah. I feel like you being much faster than someone is useful, but pausing time is useless, right? Unless you want like extra time to think, because I believe energy is like not a chemical reaction. It's like an equation with time. So energy is equal to something over time. I can't remember, but it's like if you don't have time, then you can't create energy, and energy is just everything in the universe. So if you paused time, like you wouldn't be able to move, and you likely wouldn't even be able to think, right? Because that takes chemical energy and electric energy and shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, in real world terms, yeah, pausing. But then in real world terms, it's impossible to rewind time.
Alright, what I'm thinking is like it's impossible to pause time, right? But this question says it is. So what I'm thinking is that's the one magic thing you're allowed, like pausing time or rewinding it, right? And so like rewinding it works because it's like it's not really like you
Yeah, but
can't do anything whilst it's
if
rewinding,
you
right?
pause time, but you can't do anything in the time and then you pause, then you haven't really paused time. It no
All right,
longer matters at that point.
if we're not using real world logic, I'm picking like pausing time. But if we are using real world logic, I'm picking
I don't think real
rewind.
world logic applies because it's a question about being able to pause time or rewind time.
That's fair, that's fair. But like have you ever watched Game Theory though? They do a lot of kooky shit.
I don't plan on watching Game Theory. No offense to
That's
Game Theory,
completely
I'm sure they do good stuff, but like,
they don't. I
yeah.
they don't. They don't
Yeah.
and I watch them, so yeah, you're fine with what
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, I
Um
didn't want to be horrible. Um, but if we're just gonna do it
yeah,
anyway,
we
what
can
not?
diss it. We
Join
can
in.
literally no one knows who we are. We're Duck Duck Trio on YouTube.com. We're fine.
Yeah,
Um
that's
yeah.
that's the really depressing thing. Literally no one does at all. Not
Yeah.
even one person. We are
Not
literally
even one
speaking
person.
into a void.
We are hello. I wish I had voice mod on right about now. I really want to like echo my voice. uh um if yeah, like I said, if we're going off of real world logic, I am definitely picking like fast for yeah, I'm definitely picking pause. I mean not if we're not going off real world logic, I'm picking pause. Boom. But if we are going off
Okay.
real world logic, then I'm picking rewind. Because pause would just not work if we were going off real world logic.
Yeah, but then
But
if you're going by rewind time, you'd also rewind all the chemical reactions and you'd actually be
oh
exactly the
yeah,
same
you
person
wouldn't
you were 20 seconds.
know. But
Yeah.
it's like the slightly less useless one, right? Well, it's not less useless, but it's less
No, I think both of them
detrimental.
are entirely useless.
It's less detrimental.
The thing is, in this case, you'd never know you had either of them because the second
Oh
you
yeah,
pause time,
yeah,
you'd not notice you paused time.
yeah. You would
It'd just
notice
be
that you
like
had them because you have a
it'd just
button in
end
your
the world.
pocket.
You'd pause
Yeah,
time and it would never start again because you never
exactly.
could
That's what I
think
was
to start it
thinking.
again.
That's why I'm picking rewind because it's the less detrimental one. Like pausing time. How are you gonna unpause it? How? How will you? And like,
So I think, to be
yeah.
completely honest,
And you have cut out. We are experiencing technical difficulties. Luke, you there? Give us a second. Our host is experiencing technical difficulties. You there?
well, there goes Discord
You're back. You're back.
playing.
Hello. Okay, everyone. We were experiencing technical difficulties for a
Hello.
split second. We're back. Hello.
Yep.
Hello,
Okay,
Luke.
we're back.
We're back on. We're back
Hi.
on air. We're back on air. I'll probably cut that
Apologies
out.
for the technical difficulties.
I want to just start saying I'll probably cut that out and then just never cut it out. I'm gonna say that in every. I'm gonna find a way to say that in every single episode from now on.
The thing is, there's always a reason, like something to try and cut out.
Yeah, but we
But
won't because it takes effort,
we'll never.
and then I'll
Yeah.
have to render it, and I don't want to render it because that takes 10 years. So yeah, I'm justified.
It's not like we're gonna put in time and effort to actually
Yeah,
do
this is our
this well.
stupid channel. This is Duck Duck
Yeah.
Trio. What did you expect? Right?
More than that, we're actually like actively trying to not make it do well.
Yeah.
Like,
To which I think we're succeeding. 5
Yeah.
views on 2 videos. That's pretty
5
shit.
views, all
Yeah.
by us.
All by us. Anyway, yeah, I'm picking. Yeah, let's just go off the basis. This isn't real world logic. I'm picking freeze time because going back in time to correct your mistakes is fucking stupid. Live with your mistakes, but taking some extra time to think about what your decision is going to be is also fine. Actually, wait.
I mean, I think either way.
I wonder, could a rewind button theoretically function the same as a pause button?
Okay, this for me goes in a lot of different ways. Because I think being able to rewind time is not an ability I want, and being able to pause time is not an ability I particularly want either.
Yeah.
I think
like movie pausing time is sick as shit though. Like stacking, like punching someone like 100 times in less than a second is, and like stacking punches and shit like that. That's cool, but that's not how science works, and so it's kind of it won't work.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's more science things that mean that wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Because if they can't move, they can't react to it.
Exactly.
So they wouldn't feel it.
It's just like time and energy are linked.
No,
and
let's say it did
doesn't
work the
pass,
way in the
energy
movies. I
doesn't
still don't
transfer.
think I'd want it.
Yeah. Why not? Why not?
I think just being a normal person's better.
Is there any ability you would want though? Like, is it just like universally no abilities that you want?
Abilities. I'd like to be able to heal.
Heal. Oh, that's
the
a
only
good
one.
one.
So
that's
like fix stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, look, if you're
That's
trying
a
to break
Dr.
it, just be
Luke.
able to create and destroy matter, and suddenly you can do literally anything.
Ah, fuck, that's actually just broken. Creating and destroying matter.
Because
That's
I mean,
not
everything's
only
made
just
up of matter, so you
impossible.
can do anything.
Yeah, that's not only just impossible, but it's overpowered and it breaks the laws of physics. That's great.
I mean, it breaks all the laws of physics, I think, doesn't it?
Yeah, if you
Like,
can
literally
create
all
and
of
destroy
them.
matter, then that means you can take atoms out of this universe, which isn't supposed to be possible.
And more than that, you could create things that couldn't exist otherwise.
Yeah. Oh my fucking god, that's OP. Holy shit.
I know. This was like when I was like little. This was the sort of thing that people asked me, and I eventually came up with that as an answer.
Yeah.
Just to ruin their like imaginations.
Ruin their fun question.
Like they'd keep on thinking, "Oh, which is better, being able to run super quick or being able to fly?" And I'd be like, "No, creating and destroying matter is superior."
Yeah, that's like the most
I ruined
overpowered
so
ability.
many little kids' like lives.
I'm pretty sure that's what Scarlet Witch does, but they just like mask it with, oh, it's energy though. It's not matter. She's not creating and destroying matter. She's doing energy shit. Which
Tell me if
sense.
I'm wrong, but is energy not matter, sort of?
It is.
Because surely everything's matter to an extent.
No, what I mean is that they're saying like they're kind of masking it, right? They're masking the
Oh, like
ability with
this.
stupid like it's purple energy, not it's magic
It's
red
not
stuff.
impossible.
Yeah. It's not
It's
impossible, it's magic
CGI.
red stuff. Exactly. It's not impossible, it's CGI. Yeah. Like I think the ability to like create and destroy matter is just it would destroy yeah, you could theoretically make like a black hole with that, right?
Yeah.
Because if
I mean,
you put energy
theoretically,
into our
okay,
universe that
in
isn't supposed to
theory,
be there.
everything is matter. Like literally everything. Your thoughts are matter
Yeah.
to an extent.
Yeah.
Nothing cannot be because nothing can exist if it doesn't actually exist.
Yeah. Hmm.
Which means you could literally do anything you want to. Like once you learn how it all
No, I mean like
works,
make a black
if you
hole
want
by
to control
mistake.
someone's minds, you can make them think what you want.
I mean like make a black hole by mistake though.
Oh yeah, I'm sure
Because
that could
like
happen.
when you
But hey,
bring
you could just
matter
create a
in
new Earth at that point
if you bring
and then destroy
matter
the black
into our
hole.
universe that isn't supposed to be there, because you can't create or destroy matter, it just transfers, right? Everyone knows that basic law of physics. But if you bring like matter into our universe that isn't supposed, I mean energy into our universe that isn't supposed to be there, it like, I think it like creates an electron balance. This is going off of shit that I've like long forgot,
I
but I
think
think it does that, and it's like
honestly, don't
tears
worry too
open the
much
reality.
over it.
Yeah, it
It
doesn't
wouldn't.
make
It
sense, and it
couldn't
would be
work.
overpowered.
But then, if it's the superpower is that it works, then
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I guess it will. No, I think like without going broken, I think the only one I'd actually want to be able to do is heal.
Without going broken, we're not breaking the game at this point. We're
I
not
just
letting
think
you
like
break
being
the
able to
game.
fix my eyesight and mean
Yeah.
people don't have to like die
Yeah, having a healing
if I
factor
don't
seems
want
like
them
it'd be
to.
useful. Hmm.
Yeah, especially
And
for my
like,
career plan.
yeah. And healing other people seems like it would be also very useful. I've received a
Yeah,
notification. Let me turn off my phone. Sorry,
I
that
think
was dreadfully unprofessional.
I think it's more about the improvement to life than it is to living forever. I wouldn't want to live forever.
Yeah.
That would get boring very quickly.
Hmm.
I think without a time limit, what's the point?
I don't. I kind of want to live forever,
I think
but
this is the thing though. How could you motivate yourself to do anything now if you know it will never end, so you can always do it later?
yeah. Well, the fact that other people have lifespans, right?
I
Boom.
guess.
Motivation. Oh, but that would get depressing. This is, yeah, people have talked about this before, I'm 100% certain. But
Yeah.
it's just so depressing to be
I don't even think
immortal.
it'd be the people dying over time that would get to me so much. I think I just, after maybe a lifetime or so, I'd no longer be able to motivate myself to do anything.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Like,
immortals are
why
often
keep
like,
fit?
yeah,
Why do anything? You're doing it so your
immortals.
life can be better, but if your life goes on forever, you can always do it later.
Immortals are often depicted as like long, very old people, like that look in their 20s and are just insane. That's how immortals are like popularly depicted in media, which I
Mm.
think is probably just the most accurate depiction.
I
People
mean,
who are old
theoretically,
don't look old
if
and went
so,
insane.
isn't it like 300 years and then you run out of space in your brain?
Is that actually a fact? Holy
I
shit.
think so.
Immortality
That
must
that's
suck fat
like
cock. Holy
that's why
shit.
scientists are slightly worried that if lifespan gets too long, everyone will go insane.
Yeah. Hmm.
To be fair, they'd all be incredibly old people, so like, how bad
Yeah.
would it be?
It's
They're
just
not
like
going to do too much
Alzheimer's but
harm to
older.
anyone else.
Yeah, it's also Alzheimer's but older. That would
Yeah,
suck. Huh. Yeah,
yeah.
it is a bit insane that we're getting to a point where we have to worry about what a lifespan of 300 years would look like. Like, the fact we actually
Mm.
have to worry about stuff like that now because technology is so advanced, you could feasibly live up to that in, like, a couple of years. Not a couple of years, a couple of decades. But, like,
I mean, I think a couple of generations. I doubt I'm
we
going to
are
live to
getting no, no, no,
300, to
no,
be
no, no,
completely
no.
honest.
Scientists say that we're getting like really close to immortality, which I don't believe. But if they're saying we're
I
getting
do.
close to, you do.
Yeah, we're not far off. Like I've seen some of the evidence for it. It's really not that unlikely.
I don't think
The
immortality. I
current
think we'll
thing that
stop aging.
scientists so it's not as in so when they say immortality, they don't mean we'll live forever because eventually
Yeah,
we'll die of some disease that is unknown and uncurable. I mean, just look at COVID.
yeah, that makes
Like if you
sense.
lived forever, how many COVIDs do you think you'd go through? Eventually one's gonna get you.
That's a very fair point. Yeah,
But no, it's more like from what I understand of it, it's more that like you could feasibly, if nothing went wrong, live forever. And that's just to do with our DNA, because basically our DNA will eventually expire, if I remember this right. Sorry, I'm going all sciencey, and this is
no, no,
something I
no,
read
no.
like
I
2 years
enjoy it. I
ago, so I
enjoy
could
it.
get this all wrong.
Yeah, it's
But
fine. No one,
it's like
nothing we say here should be trusted, guys. We're
it's
just
like
dumb ducks talking about immortality.
the
Go on,
problem
Luke.
is your DNA splits to
That, no, that
like
I remember that. Yeah,
sorry,
you're
is your
correct so
DNA
far.
shares its code to allow more DNA to be produced, so that
Yes, I've
basically
heard of this.
eventually something there will run out. I'm
Yeah.
not sure if it's like the DNA itself
No,
or what.
it's a blocker. So basically,
Oh, okay.
there's normal DNA, and then there's like DNA that doesn't matter. Like it's not needed. It's literally just there so that when DNA splits, it doesn't get erased immediately, right? And then when that goes away,
Hmm.
your actual DNA is getting deleted,
Yeah.
which is why
Well,
your hair goes grey.
basically,
I think. I don't know.
basically, that's what all they'd need to fix for possible immortality.
Yeah.
But I mean, to be completely honest, how many people? Sorry, this is a really bad question, but like, how many
Yeah.
people do you know who've died because their DNA stopped like sharing itself? It's a
Yeah.
very rare
Well, no,
disease because rare
it's
for
not
anyone
really a
to get that
disease.
old.
It's when that happens, the deterioration takes place, and you're more likely to get like other diseases, right? If you're
Yeah,
deteriorating, you're more likely to die from the flu than
yeah.
someone who
But the
isn't.
thing is, eventually you could die from that itself.
Yeah, yeah. But
And
that's just
that's
it's so far. Yeah,
yeah,
you are
but
right.
that's what they're saying they could like in my under from what I know, that's what they're saying that they think they can fix.
Yeah, I think there's also another thing that's like hard coded into humans. This is like probably one of the easier things to fix. We are supposed to die. It's an
Oh
evolutionary
yeah.
advantage for us to die. If there are
I
too many
think to
of us,
be
it gets fucked.
I think to be fair, like by the time people reach like honestly their teenage years,
Yeah,
they sort of just get into their head that like I don't know, do you really want to live forever?
yeah.
Like it's one of those
Life
things,
really
oh, if
sucks.
everyone lived forever, it'd be great, but you'd live through so many world crises, so
Yeah,
many problems, and again, back to the motivation thing, why would you do anything?
yeah.
I think, I don't know, I wouldn't want to live forever, I don't think.
I feel like in a
And I think
society where
genuinely, if
everyone
someone
lives
gave me the
forever, no
offer,
one lives. Right?
yeah,
That's the
I
best
think,
way I can possibly put it. In a society
I think
where
that's the one
everyone lives
problem with
forever, no one
modern
lives.
medicine, is that they work more and more to extend people's lives, but I still don't think quality of life maintains through that time.
Yeah. A lot of
Like,
doctors say that they try to reach a middle ground of making you live a long time and making you live a happy time. But it's very
yeah,
difficult to find that,
I
pardon
think
me, very
I
difficult to
completely
find that
agree,
middle
but it's
ground.
like, I don't know, it's- no offense to anyone, but like, once you reach a certain age, what is there in life? Like,
Oh, this is a big question you're asking. Yeah.
like I don't know. I think when you're, I don't know, in your 20s, that's great. When you're in your 30s, that's great.
Yeah.
Even your 40s, pretty good. But after that, it's just like your body becomes weaker and weaker. There's less and
Yeah.
less you can do.
Yeah. And so like
And
mm, that's like a big question currently. Like, when you retire, you on average people retire at 65, which makes sense. But at that point, most of your life is behind you, right?
yeah,
And so it's like, what life is there left for
what's the
you to
point of
live?
retiring?
Exactly. What is the point in retiring?
Mm.
which is unfortunate. It feels like I think the main reason for people retiring is because like um they
They're not
just
needed.
exactly they're not needed. They're too weak for this line of work, and so fuck off. We're gonna disguise it under a guise of, oh, now you finally get to rest, but no, in reality we just don't want you. Which I'm not saying that I don't want old people. I'm saying that's probably the main reason like retiring has been popularized.
Yeah.
There's got to be a better
I mean,
way, right?
in the olden days, time used to like really rarely be a thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, I mean quite a while ago, but like people just generally didn't live past retirement.
Mm-hmm.
Retirement was like when you died. Like there
Yeah.
was a retirement age, but it was like once you reach retirement age, you're sort of preparing for the last stages of your life. Whereas now it's like, I mean, you still
Yeah.
have quite a lot of life left in you, probably.
Hmm.
You might have a good another 20 years.
Yeah. It's like, but the 20 years isn't that long. Two, what are you gonna do in those 20 years? You're far too old to do anything. It's unfortunate, and
Mm,
yeah, like I said, there's got to be a better way. Maybe like there's just an age where you get like a 5 year holiday or something. I don't
yeah.
know. I
To
couldn't
completely ruin the mood. Shall we talk
exactly.
about the inflatable duck that
Oh yeah,
in Beijing?
yeah. I have not heard of this, but you've told me about this before we recorded this episode. I
Okay,
would
this
like
is
to hear
like I
that.
haven't heard about this either. I saw a picture of it,
Yeah.
and it
This is
is
a
this.
perfect thing to
You
fill the
you'll
last 30
probably see
minutes
this in
with.
the thumbnail because that's probably what we're gonna put
Yep.
because we saw this literally seconds before starting.
Yeah, big
Um,
Beijing duck.
it's like a giant duck, the size of like a proper house,
Like,
just on a lake.
how how realistic does it look? Is it like a cartoonish
It's
rubber
like the
duck?
one that you get, no, it's like the ones you get in the bar.
Yeah. Why? Why does that exist? I need to search this
I
up.
don't.
Beijing
No,
rubber
no, no,
duck.
I'm looking it up, so you keep talking.
Yeah.
Beijing
So it's like,
inflatable
what's the
duck.
point? What is it like a tourist attraction?
No, it just apparently floated in.
It floated in. It's
Yeah,
just there now. What the
yeah.
hell?
It just sort of
Beijing
turned up.
rubber duck.
Um,
It just showed up one day and they didn't know what to do.
yeah. So
I'm looking at pictures of it now. Oh my god. Holy shit, it is massive.
I
This video's
know it
not been
is like
this video's not
genuinely
monetized.
gigantic.
Yeah. That's fucking
I might have actually
huge.
undersized with the house size.
You actually might have, like, it's the size of a bridge,
I mean, to be
perspective
fair,
kind of
there's
fucks.
like a picture with people next to it, and the
Yeah.
people don't come up to the base.
Yeah, that is fair, that is fair. I can see why you would make that mistake. I'm looking at
So it's
another
like one,
picture.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Oh
8,
my fucking
9.
god, that thing
About
is
10 people
huge.
tall.
Yeah.
It's like 10 people tall,
There's
roughly.
another picture of it where it's like it's next to a boardwalk and it's almost the size of a bridge. I think perspective is kind of
Oh,
like
God.
making
Yeah,
it
no, I
look
see
bigger
that one.
there. Yeah,
Yeah, by the
oh
Beijing Garden Expo.
yeah. I think there's one where it's next to a boat. I think that's the most reliable one. So it's like two boats tall, which is fucking huge. What boat is this? Because I need to give the audience like a
Wait, I
proper.
see one of it next to like a speedboat, and the speedboat like does not come up to it at all.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Sorry,
I have
none
like.
of you can see this. Are we able to like put this picture in like the comments or something so they can actually look down
We
and see
can
it
link
if they're
to
not?
it if you'd like.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, I'll send a link to these pictures in the comments. Beijing
Yeah,
floating rubber duck. Boom. Yeah,
get
I'm
annoyed at
gonna.
us if we forget.
I'm
Um,
sending it to you in DM so that you can
oh,
like.
apparently it
Yeah.
was made by um. Oh wait, there's a quote from someone in Beijing saying the rubber duck artist must be stopped.
Wait, is it? I can't tell. Is this supposed to be some form of protest or something,
I don't know.
or is it just a duck? Is someone like fighting for
Um,
duck rights or something? Because if so, I'm all for that. Oh God.
Oh, so it's like
Yeah.
it was a design week or something,
Oh.
and someone did the giant rubber duck
Yeah,
just to
and they
like.
just didn't know where to put it afterwards, so they put it in the lake and they just hoped no one would notice.
That's
Bruh.
more or less seems to be what it's saying. I'm a bit of a look into
Nice.
it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look into this
definitely do.
later, and that, like maybe next
This
episode
is
actually
this is
come
our
back with a
thing for
proper
next
idea.
episode, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought next episode we were making homebrew for D&D.
Oh yeah, we were, weren't we?
We can do okay. We can do homebrew and then Beijing rubber duck because I do like Beijing rubber
Yeah.
duck. I'm gonna be honest,
Or I mean, we
pretty
could always fit
bonkers.
into the same episode.
That seems awful. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna
Just like spending ages doing homebrew Dungeons and Dragons, and
and
then
then
just right at the end,
like
Beijing
5 minutes of
inflatable rubber duck,
Beijing.
the newest news back
Yeah.
in 2013.
Yeah. That
Yeah, this isn't new
seems
news. This is
cool.
just me happening to see it because
Yeah.
ducks.
Ducks.
Everyone else is probably like, oh, we already know this
Giant rubber
news.
duck says boo, 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 boo. Yeah, we just saw this today, so we don't care if you've seen this news already. This is new to us. News.
Yeah.
Is that why it's called news? Because it's new. Is
Oh
that
yeah.
it? Is that all
Oh
there is
yeah,
to
I think
it?
it.
I can't
Okay, we've
tell.
got olds. Olds, yeah.
What is it?
Olds.
Huh?
Because it's old.
Oh, olds.
News, news.
We've got olds.
Look,
Olds.
bad joke. Just
This is
ignore it.
nudes to us.
What other
News.
news is there?
News. Yeah,
Um,
whatever. Yeah, you said we'd do that segment where
olds.
we looked at like the headlines of news articles.
Yeah,
News
I mean,
articles.
this one I keep on seeing, which is like an ad for the sharpest
Holy
Japanese
shit.
kitchen knife.
Wait, Trump has
What?
been 2 hours ago.
Oh yeah, I saw
Facebook
that.
to suspend Trump's account for 2 years. Holy
Hmm.
shit. They
By the
suspended
time
his
they see
account.
this will be like old news.
Yeah. It's gonna be like a couple weeks old, probably.
I
It
mean, it'll be a
depends when
day
the video.
old.
We're not supposed to
Won't it?
reveal the video timeline. Now they know how unlazy. Now they know how lazy we are, Luke. Just making videos one day in advance. Oh god.
Just blur it out and make
You've
it
done
2
it.
years.
You've done it. You've done it. You've really gone and done it. Ah.
I mean, to be fair, any of them could just watch it and see when the news was.
Fair. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But
So
no, let's
what do you
panic
think
about it.
about
It's
that?
more
COVID
entertaining to panic.
travel. God damn it, Luke.
Mhm.
Oh, Drug dealers caught after undertaking police on M6 hard shot. That's not fun news.
No. Oh, someone was topless.
Someone was topless. Oh my, fucking awful. Am I right?
Yeah.
Oh, Indian COVID Why is there so much COVID news? I'm in pain.
I don't know. It's very depressing.
Yeah, every time I go onto like news
Oh, this is sad.
websites.
British man 45 dies while trying to save daughters off Portugal beach.
That's not fun. None of
No.
this news is
Explosion
fun
at Serbian military factory.
today. Stop. We're making this video just depressing. This is nowhere near as fun news as when like someone spilled a bunch of marinara sauce over like a road, and then like the road was blocked off for a day. That
There's
is nowhere
some
near as
stuff
funny.
that's like, oh, huge crane collapses in Taiwan.
Yeah.
Uh,
This is
yeah, no,
awful.
this is pretty depressing.
Why is there not guys? Can we please just go out and make some fun news, right?
Yeah,
We
make
have
something
enough
nice happen.
depression.
Piers
in
Morgan
lockdown.
vows revenge on Meghan Markle
Ooh, that seems like fun.
as he accused
That
her
seems
of
like
downright lying.
Downright lying. Downright.
Yeah, not even
lying.
upright.
Not even upright lying. Meme news. Funny news. Surely this...
Oh god, there's someone getting stabbed in Hyde Park by a guy with a machete.
Stop! We're getting demonetized, Luke. It's and not to mention the tragedy. Not to mention the tragedy. We're getting.
There's just nothing happy that's happened.
Yeah. Nothing
Oh
has
no,
happened
we
that
have the
makes us
worst news
smile.
of all. Singapore Grand Prix cancelled.
No! That's the worst news of all. I was gonna watch that. That's not true. I don't like that.
No, neither do I. But
Oh,
no.
oh my god. Federal agents raid
Oh,
gun
some
shop,
random
find
person called Harvey
weapons.
Price turned down an offer of beer from Carl Woods.
Ah, god, we
I don't know
cannot
who
live in this world
either of those
anymore.
people are, but like,
We just went from, like, complaining about how there's no funny news to complaining about the funny news. We are the worst
yeah,
part of this generation. Oh my
we
god.
really are.
We've
We're all
gone and done
those
it.
we're those people who like everyone's like complaining about. Oh, they've got all these awful traits, and that's just us.
They've got all these awful traits. That's just us. Oh my god. Murderer says
Oh, a
detective
woman
ruined
stuck her
his
head out of the train
reputation.
window and got killed by a tree branch.
Murderer says detective ruined his reputation. Oh my god. Is that actually real? I can't tell. That looks like a meme because there's no way someone's that stupid. But it also looks like someone just found one and decided to name it that.
That
Not.
is
Ah.
Queen's gonna miss the Epsom Derby.
Best man left bleeding after hit in head by flying dildo. Holy shit. Oh my god.
Okay, that is the best. Like,
That's a really
apologies to
good.
that person or anyone who knows that person, but God, that is like the best news.
That's good news right there.
Oh,
Oh
that
my
is.
god.
Wait, so how could that happen? They're just like at the wedding, and was it the bride who
I,
threw it?
I don't know who threw it. The best man left bleeding after being hit in head by flying dildo. I feel
This one needs
like.
to be looked into.
And wait until you hear what it came from. Stop. No. Oh
Go,
god.
Mason, click through it. We need to know what happened.
I don't know if I can. It's not a link to the actual article. Wait, no, I'm just gonna search. I'm gonna copy and paste the article.
Yeah, this is
Best
for channel
man
growth.
left bleeding after being hit in head
What are we
by
gonna call this episode?
flying
Like,
dildo.
what we were talking about at the beginning, it was
Spider-Man and Batman.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
and
we could
then
call it like superheroes ducks,
superheroes, dildos, and Bayesian floating
Beijing
ducks.
ducks.
Yeah, Bayesian ducks. Boom. Superheroes, dildos, and Bayesian ducks. Wait, is that Beijing? Yeah, Beijing
Yeah,
ducks.
Beijing.
Oh, I think I found the article.
Oh, okay.
The Northern Terror hit but Mr.
Anything interesting?
Scumav was still sporting a scar on his forehead at Mr. Rowley's wedding nearly 3 weeks after being dinged by the artificial dong. The darting dildo drama unfolded on December 28th in a rented two-bedroom unit in Brisbane. Mr. Scumav said about 8 other friends joined Mr. Rowley. I'm gonna switch out their names. They're difficult to pronounce, and I feel like this is gonna be
Yeah.
funnier. Mr. Mr. Gonguzla was hit in head by. Yeah, and then Mr. Roly Poly. Yeah. Alright. Uh, friends
So,
joined Mr. Roly Poly for the party.
okay,
He said the
who at like a wedding party carries a dildo? Just like,
Probably the bride. It makes
yeah,
sense. It's like they're
for
gonna
the
have
after
their
party and
honeymoon
all that.
exactly for the after party. It's a wedding. What do you think is gonna happen after the wedding? Especially if they're religious. Especially if they're religious.
What is that
Uh
like a thing?
Yeah, it is. Sex after weddings, Luke. That's the point of a wedding. He
I
said the pink
remember it from Game of
projectile.
Thrones, but like anything else, no.
I remember it from Game of Thrones. I didn't know that everyone else had sex after weddings, though. Yeah. He said the pink projectile was flying an impressive 7 meters across the room and looping about 2 meters high. Ooh. It wasn't a strong shot when it hit me in the head, he said. It probably just landed on an awkward sort of angle. Why is this being reported on? He's saying it so nonchalantly. Like he's fine
So it
about
wasn't
it.
even like
Yeah,
bad.
it wasn't painful. He was just bleeding after it. He said it probably just landed on an awkward sort of angle. So it's like, you know. Yeah, and so it's like, it's just, why are they reporting on this? I think it's just funny, I guess.
Yeah.
They just like the way he's talking about it, he seems kind of just like slightly awkward about it, rather than distressed that he got hit in the head and by a dildo and is bleeding.
I mean, to be fair, I'd also be pretty awkward if at a wedding, when I'm the best man, I got hit
Yeah,
in the head with a dildo.
I would be as well.
Like, did they
to be
have to
fair.
call off the wedding, or did they just like
I don't know. I
carry
think
on?
no. It does say at the start of the article he was. Yeah, Mr. Gonguzla was still sporting a scar on his forehead at Mr. Roly Poly's wedding, nearly 3 weeks after being dinged by the artificial dong.
To be honest, I'd be pretty horrified myself if
Yeah.
I had a scar. And like, I don't know, when your family members ask, "Oh, how did you get that scar?" Instead of saying, "Oh, I got in a fight and it was very interesting," you got hit in the face with a dildo.
Yeah, it's
There's
just,
no good way of
it's
putting that.
disappointing,
Like,
right? It doesn't
yeah,
feel right. It's well, you could
you
just not
can't be
tell
doing
him, right?
this.
Oh, especially if like
Yeah,
you were hanging out with your friend and you got hit in the head by a dildo. Like that's just like a really awkward story to like retell. Not only because you got hit in the head by a dildo, but because of
but
the
like, where did it come
implications.
from?
Exactly, the implications are absolutely horrible, and I would not wish that upon my worst enemy. Oh God.
Yeah, like at a wedding.
Yeah,
What were
at a
you doing?
wedding. Oh God. She was shooting it through the room from one
Best
corner
man
to
for a
the other,
reason,
he
all that.
said. Oh God. He's going into grotesque amounts of detail for this news article. I feel like this is a breach of privacy on like some half or some way or another. Uh, yeah, it's fucking absurd. Other
It's
people
just
got it in their chest and knees. I was the only one bleeding. It was my turn and it landed straight on my forehead. Poor guy,
wait.
man.
Sorry, what is this? Just like a ritual?
I think it's a ricochet. the the dildo just like ricocheted around the room until it hit him on the head.
Wait, but it's like it was my turn. Do they
Yeah.
just all get like one
Yeah.
thrown at them?
Yeah, it was
Like,
my turn. It came it's like a Game of Thrones style ritual. Just over
he sounds
time it
almost
occurred.
excited for it. Like,
Yeah. Oh god,
oh yes,
don't
it was
phrase it
my
like that.
turn.
Don't
I had the
phrase it
best
like
turn.
that. Oh god. It's like she started apologizing straight away, but I just said it was fine. Then I touched my forehead and there was blood. Mr. Gonguzla had difficulties describing the tearaway toy in detail. Well, I think any of us would, especially if he's like bleeding from the
I think
head.
if you'd just been hit in the head by it,
Exactly.
you
Yeah,
wouldn't want to remember
it
it.
would be a bit traumatizing retelling what occurred.
But
Yeah,
yeah, no, like, what does the news report on these days?
it's kind of just sad at this point. They have nothing else to talk about, so they're just like,
Like,
the,
the thing
the,
is, though, there's loads of things going on.
yeah, there's a lot go. I think that's evident by the how old is this article? I think it's yeah, June 2011. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, no, this is a
Oh,
very
we're a
old
bit
article.
behind.
We're a bit behind on the
Even older
news.
than the Beijing duck.
Even older than the Beijing duck. I think this is more olds than news. Ah, I stole your joke. I did it. Uh, that's absurd. I don't have a
Oh, this
massive
is like,
I don't have a massive experience with
oh, I'm an
dildos,
idiot.
he said. The
I
scar
saw a
left
news
by the
article that
offending
was like
object have since healed.
actually kind of war. Oh no, this is actually genuinely kind of worrying
Wait, what
and
happened?
really odd.
What is it?
I can't really go too far through it, and also it's probably something I don't want to say too much of on
Yeah.
YouTube. But basically, a mum kept on finding that her baby had scratches when
What
they
the
woke up
fuck?
on them, and so they put up a camera and they see like a person basically like each night break into their house and go to their baby. This is one of
The
those things that
fuck?
I'm not sure how much I trust.
Yeah, that doesn't look like, that doesn't sound like real news. What website is it? .org. Actually, wait, no, that's not a real way of finding out whether
It's a
your news is
.com.
accurate or not. You know, you can just like order the domain of .org, so that's not like a real way of telling whether something's actually like trustable or not anymore.
Mm.
Uh,
Oh no, the yeah, no. That
that is a
that was
that
the
is
sort of thing
absolutely
that
horrible.
I think, yeah, honestly, you'd rather not know.
Yeah. That's actually just a really spooky prospect, right? He's been able to sneak into their house without like leaving any trace for like how long, and just he uses that time to scratch their baby. Oh my
Yeah,
god. That is so much less
bit of an odd
heartwarming than
one,
the
isn't
story
it?
about a guy who was shot in the head by a dildo and is bleeding. That's so much less heartwarming. Like, this one's just fun. That one is actually just scary. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, we've now got to include the guy who got hit in the head with a dildo in the title, and how are we
We
gonna do
do.
that? Um,
Oh my god.
how do we do it?
Um,
And we take out the superhero bit, I guess. This is like
yeah, this is just
part of the job.
this is part of the
This
job.
is
We
the
need
job.
to make titles. So this is the only part of the job. Yeah. So
Yeah.
flat. Wait. Uh, we can do super. Wait, what's the other? But what is the title so far?
So wasn't it superheroes? Oh God, what was the other thing? Superhero something in Beijing Dark.
That obviously isn't important. Superheroes are memorable. So
No.
superheroes.
There was something like that we went on for ages about, and I've forgotten what it is.
I think it's just the prospect of time and how it passes, but that's not fun for a YouTube title. Uh,
What did we go on for about?
it doesn't matter. The placeholder, rubber ducks, and flying dildos.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess.
that's fine.
I'm gonna scroll back up because maybe it was the first news thing.
Yeah, that is true. That's a difficult thing
Um,
to pin down.
I don't know. Like genuinely. Hmm. We're gonna have to watch back through this,
Yeah,
but
we will. We will. Ah, that's annoying. This is the first
yeah,
episode we had to do that with. I do it by myself in my free time because it's just fun listening to these videos. Ah, but now that's painful. That's
yeah,
painful.
it's just an extra job before it can be put out.
Yeah. It's an extra job before we can just turn away from the duck part of our lives and go to normal living.
What are you talking about? We're always ducks.
Yeah, we're all sorry. I like to turn away from it though. You know, not everyone knows I'm a duck. You know,
Yeah, just
I
pretend you're
keep it
not.
I keep it on the down low. You know, like you
I
might
mean,
not,
currently
but I
speaking, only
prefer.
me and you know.
Yeah, yeah. I'm fine if you want to reveal like your duck side, but for me personally, I keep it on the down low. You know, I like it this way. I prefer it. You know, duck moment.
I fully understand, don't worry.
Yeah, thank
I
you for
also
being so
like to keep
understanding.
being a duck on the down low. People
Yeah.
give you real odd looks if you say you're a duck.
Yeah, no, I don't know
And they
why
also
though.
started calling like the medical services.
Yeah, exactly. The people just I don't know why they have to be so hateful, you know? We were born
Yeah, we're just
ducks. We're obviously
ducks. Like,
exactly. Like especially when I'm walking down the street in a suit, everyone looks and they just make like really like, "Ah, it's a duck in a suit." Shut the fuck up. I'm going to a business meeting. You know how condescending that is? Twats. It's really annoying when I'm just ducking about and they say, "Ah, I'm just existing, guys. You
oh
don't have
wait,
to be like
was it
that."
the whole like superpower thing of like? No, there was something else. We'll
There
have to
was
look back
something.
at it.
Yeah. It
I was gonna think it was the whole when we were chatting about like healing power and stuff
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we
and the
can just
turning back time.
this video. It probably wasn't too far into the video, so we can just find that, right?
I feel like it was about halfway through,
This is
at
like
least
that
by
awkward
current
last 10
standard.
minutes where we both know that there's only 10 minutes on the timer remaining, and we're desperately
I
trying to
didn't.
find
I
some.
was just gonna
You
keep
didn't.
talking.
Yeah, we're
No,
desperately
I
trying
don't
to
have a
find something
timer.
to talk about. Let's continue on the dildo story, because I think I found a funny quote. I don't have a
Oh yeah.
massive experience with dildos, he said. I,
Two
I
want to
wouldn't.
hit you in the face.
Yeah. Yeah, he has such little
Imagine that being
experience
like
with
your
dildos.
first
He wouldn't.
experience.
Yeah, he has such little experience with dildos. He wouldn't know one if it hit him right on the face. You know. Oof. Imagine if anything else was your first experience, though. Right?
Oh
Wait.
God, yeah.
No. Yeah, it was dildos. Wait, no, it wasn't. Yeah, that's what it
What?
was. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Oh my god, we were actively
Oh,
talking about it.
imagine your
It
first
was
experience with it is at
superhero.
a wedding, though, because you'll know that the groom must have so much more
Oh my
practice with
fucking
it.
god. Holy. Yeah, no, you've disturbed me. I'm disturbed now, Luke. Please stop. Yeah, also, by the way, the video was going to be called Superheroes, Dildos, and Beijing Ducks. Ducks from Beijing.
Wait,
That's what it was going to be called.
superheroes.
Superheroes, Dildos, and floating ducks
Have
from
we really
Beijing.
been talking about it for that long?
I think we actually have been.
Oh my. We
Yeah.
are such sad people.
Well, it is like a curious topic, right? Like he got smacked in the head by a dildo, like that was owned by the groom. So that is just disturbing to think about. Like it's your best friend's dildo, and you've been smacked in the face by it. That is disturbing to think about. Oh,
Oh God, yeah. Where's that been?
yeah. The scar left by the offending object have since the scars left by the offending object have since healed, but Mr. Gonguzla said the story was still very much alive. People keep asking how close my face
I
was
mean, it is a
to.
dildo. Of course, it's alive.
People keep asking how close my face was to cause that sort of injury. He said, "Oh my, that is true. Like
Okay,
how
have
fast
some
must it have
respect
been
for the guy.
moving?"
Don't ask him.
That is true as well. Why are they asking him?
Wait, shall we call it superpowers, dildo weapons, and
Yeah,
um,
no.
and
Superpowers, dildo swords, dildo weapons, yeah, and
no,
Beijing ducks.
weaponized dildos.
Yeah, weaponized dildos and Beijing ducks. I feel like weaponized dildos and Beijing ducks should be switched around.
Wait, superpowers, Beijing ducks, and weaponized dildo.
Yeah, that
Hmm.
I like the sound of that more.
I don't know.
Yeah, we can
I'll go
leave it.
for it.
Yeah, we'll
Doesn't
go.
matter to me.
Yeah, just see what it looks like. You're the one who makes the thumbnails. Well, from now on, that
I'm
is.
just finding out how to spell Beijing because I
Yeah.
can't spell.
We've been saying Beijing this entire time. Like, most of the time we've been saying Beijing.
Have we?
Yeah, I think we have.
Oh,
Well, fuck it.
apologies.
It doesn't matter.
Don't want to offend China.
Exactly. Entertainment for Peter Roly-Poly's pre-wedding box party was inspired by that famous scene of the woman expelling the ping-pong balls in the comedy film The Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. But this time the
Sorry, is this
project...
just like a thing now? Like people
Yeah.
just
Weaponized
like to
dildos
throw
for
them.
fun. That is where they're weaponized dildos, though. Where would the weapon come in, you know? They're actually fairly efficient, though. Like, they are, like, somewhat aerodynamic, you know?
I guess, but
I guess. Yeah, they are. Have you
I mean,
never
I guess
seen
it's a
one?
bit like an arrow. Try firing
Yeah,
out of a bow
exactly.
to see what happens.
I feel like you would need some sort of, like, specialized version of an arrow to, like, effectively shoot a dildo out of it, though.
You mean a bow? Specialized
I mean, yeah, a
bow.
specialized version of a bow, right? Like, closer to a
Yeah.
slingshot or something.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to think this one through too far.
Yeah,
But I
I
think it
think this
really
is the
depends.
perfect thing we need to think through. Because, like, the balls
I
offer
think,
support, right? So you could, like, mount it inside of the slingshot. And then, like, the head, like, offers, like, stability whilst in the air.
yeah, but if you fire it out of a slingshot, it's going to spin round, which will like
That's true.
reduce aerodynamicness.
Yeah.
I don't know what the word is, but
But
basically lose energy.
so you would
Whereas if you
need a
shoot it
very small
straight,
bow.
I reckon a crossbow would work
Yeah, a crossbow would
because
work
it would
really well.
fire like completely straight and then
You're right, I
remain.
didn't even think about a crossbow. Yeah, you're correct. My god, we've just weaponized dildos. I don't know how good. I don't know how helpful
This
this
is
is gonna
what
be. I
this is
don't
what the
know if
military
anyone's
needs.
too keen
Like,
on like weaponized dildos, but fair. Yeah,
oh god, imagine just firing out there.
yeah.
Actually,
You would
don't
probably
imagine
get into
that.
the military like immediately if you were to somehow weaponize a dildo and make it efficient. They would just like they
Like
would
to
let
a
you
point where
in.
it's actually dangerous.
Yeah, like immediately. They're not hesitating on someone who can weaponize a dildo. That is some
I mean,
powerful
at that point,
tech right
it's
there.
like the whole always be prepared thing with the scouts. Like,
Yeah. Always be prepared to have to weaponize a dildo out of nowhere, right?
yeah,
That's
like
what my
if
scouts
if you're
teacher
stuck
taught
behind
me.
enemy lines and you have no other option,
Yeah.
like you just got to do what you got to do.
You have to do what you have to do. That could possibly be useful. Like, no one expects a man to be
How would you
skilled
make
in the
into
art
like a
of like.
machine gun though?
You wouldn't, first of all. First off.
Yeah, it'd be like a one shot.
Yeah, it'd be like, no, no, if anything, it's gonna be a shotgun, right?
Oh
Boom.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but no, it'd be like a slug shot. I mean, it's just a one shot gun.
Yeah, it's just a one shot gun. It's a
It,
sniper rifle.
oh yeah,
Yeah, like penetrate directly through the enemies.
yes,
Yeah, that is the most
penetrate right
effective.
between
I
the
think we've
legs.
discovered like the most effective way to use a dildo in combat.
I think.
Yeah, if
I
you
think
if
to be honest, not what I'd want to have as my only weapon.
what do you mean? That's like the most efficient weapon out there, right? It's gotta be, yeah, it's very useful. I think, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
How long's left on the timer? Just out of
2 minutes.
interest.
We can end it off here. I think this is a good spot to
Yeah.
end the video
I was
because
just
I
thinking,
do
should
have
we
to go
start a
to
new
something.
topic or should we just
No, no, this is the end of the video,
call it?
right? We
But
we've
yeah.
we've discovered how to effectively weaponize dildos. We've done a lot. We've
Yeah,
we've
we've
talked about
covered Beijing
superpowers. We've
ducks,
had the
superpowers.
yep. We've covered the Beijing duck, the obligatory science segment. I think we've done it
So
all.
sorry per
So
one person who may see this
yeah,
if you're disappointed that we don't carry on for a few more minutes.
yeah. All right. Goodbye.